All weekend long, I felt my ass getting sweaty. Kept thinking about the show and how I gotta get ready. Walls close in, the stakes real heavy. Thinking one step at a time, keep your shit steady. Now the evening has arrived and the sun is out. I'm about to go on stage, crowd litty. Time to shout as I step up to the mic. Check 1 2 1 2. People start to laugh. We've all come through. I talk about the arts and the farts, and people lose their inhibition. Room becomes one, like we all on a mission. Say what's up, baby boy, baby girl. It is Monday, April 4th, 2022. Welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another social production. Cooking dinner again late at night. Do I quit? Hell no, I'm up to take... Oh, fuck that up real good. Cooking dinner again late at night. Do I quit? Hell no, I'm about to take a bite. Sometimes I forget how long it's been trying to contemplate flavors that I'll be putting in. Sweat on my forehead starts to accumulate. That's a good sign, Lord. Means I'm about to percolate. Drip, drip, call the old slow brew. Show's about to start, bring your whole crew. What? Say what up, baby boy, baby girl. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is doing well. Man, what an exciting time to be alive. Ladies and gents, boys and girls. Hope you all had an amazing weekend. Hope everybody's just been feeling like that fresh new start is around the corner, man. I'm super excited. Got a lot of stuff done. Also got to relax over the weekend. Again, if you're here in Toronto, if you're here in Ontario, Canada, what up? Down in the US, what up? Mexico, what up? South America, what up? Where else, man? Obviously, Europe, what up? Africa, what up? Asia, what up? Australia, New Zealand, what up? And the rest of the world. There's too many countries to name, so I'll just name the regions. You know what I'm talking about. Worldwide, baby. Globetrotting all over the place. That's what it is, baby. Placenta milkshakes on the house. You're welcome. Get all the nutrients in there. Oh man, just try it. Just try it. Don't knock it till you try it, man. Take a couple of gulps. It's good for you, apparently, or something. That's what it is. You see it with animals, man. You see it with animals giving birth to their youngins. You see a little deer just go off into the wild, just slip one out, one of them youngins. The next thing you know, there's placenta all over the place. Mama sits down, starts licking. It's good for something. I've heard humans have been doing it. I don't know if they have or not. Rumors. Do your own research, man. But it is what it is. We've signed up. We've partnered up with the best of the best placenta milkshake makers, and you will forever get a lifetime supply on a monthly basis dropped at your door. You know, concerned about discretion? Oh, I don't want people knowing I'm getting my placenta milkshakes. Don't worry. They'll know, because it's hella weird, but nonetheless, you be the change. That's what I say, man. Today's episode, the underlying notion of today's episode is, I guess, gonna be, this is what I've been thinking about, ladies, gents, the road less traveled, the path less traveled, the alleyway less traveled, the highway less traveled. You know what I'm talking about? That back alley, that, you know, the spiral, the loop-de-loop around the mountain that'll get you from bottom to top, and depends how fast you're going. What are you doing there? If you're going hypersonic, it'd be quick. You know, if you're walking and you're just going a little bit slow, that's all right too. But nonetheless, man, the road less traveled. And here's the thing, man. Ladies, gents, I don't know if you guys have ever encountered this. You know when you start thinking about something or you do something and then all of a sudden you notice other things that are exactly the same thing? Well, I've had this happen. I'll give you an example. I've had this happen with, sometimes I'll be like, okay, today I'm gonna wear a red t-shirt. Today I'm gonna be wearing a red sweater. I'll say that to myself. I mean, yeah, it's a nice color, one of my favorite colors. Too many to choose from. I can't say I have a favorite color, but red's in there, top 5 for sure. And I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna rock a red sweater today. And yeah, that's what, and then you get out and you're thinking, man, not too many people wear bright colors, or they do, but that's the thing. You, as soon as you step outside, all of a sudden you start noticing red sweaters. You know, does that ever happen to anybody? You know what I'm talking about? Relatable? Yeah, get in there. That's what it is, man. But not with the red sweater. This has happened to me numerous times with different things. It could be a clothing item. It could be a meal that I'm having. It could be, you know, it could be a car that you're driving. You know, all of a sudden you notice the same car everywhere, or you look at something and you're like, man, that thing's kind of, there's more of it, is essentially what I'm saying. There's more of it, and it's nice. But this time, over the past weekend, for some, I was just thinking about everything that's been going on. For anybody who's been with me, long time viewers, listeners, thank you very much for all the love and support. This is an ongoing journey of your boy going out there, trying to figure it out, trying to pave his own path of hopefully one day becoming a comic, a stand-up comic, getting up there. And I was thinking about the phrase, the road less traveled, just came to my mind because I'm like, yeah, at the same rate, obviously I'm not the only one. There are tons of people who do it, but it's a small community. But I was just thinking about that. It popped into my head. The road less traveled. The path that's unpaved maybe got a couple of, you know, potholes here, a little bit of loose gravel there. Are you feeling with that loose gravel? And I like that. I enjoy that, and I'm a big fan. You know, there's nothing wrong with the conventional methods. You know, if there's a nice paved road, if there's a map, if there's a GPS, if there's a fella standing on the corner, make a left, he says. You know? Maybe you're tripping on something, all of a sudden, a ferry or you know, it's a nice little, you know, magical little creature pops up and tell, oh, you should do a U-turn, you should go back, put in reverse. Something pops up and tells you, but that's the thing I'm trying to say, is that conventional methods and pathways and roads, more traveled, are fine, but roads less traveled are really fun. For me anyway, that's how I've always been. I always like to, you know, if everybody's going to this way, for the most part, I like to go to that way. And it's comes with its pros and cons, just like anything else, but you gotta enjoy it, and I do. But that one phrase came into my mind, and then all of a sudden, as soon as it came into my mind, I start seeing it in other places. I start watching this documentary over the weekend, short documentary, half an hour long. It was about a remote town somewhere in California. They blurred out the name, they beeped out the name so you wouldn't know exactly where it is, but this fella makes these cool documentaries. I forget his name, I'll try to write it down next time. But nonetheless, he goes, and this old town, he's driving through these dirt roads, he's getting into the history of the town. It used to be one of those like towns where people came from, I guess, the East Coast when the gold rush was going down. If I'm not mistaken, was it 1840s, 1850s, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere near Death Valley in California, if I'm not mistaken again. But nonetheless, the geography is not that important. The point that I was trying to make is that this fella, as soon as I start watching this documentary, that was one of the phrases he literally used, that exact, and he's like, today we're gonna go on a road less traveled. I was just like, oh man. It's one of those things where you're like, sometimes, you know, this, what is it, man? Is it quinkadink? Is it a little bit of, you know, are we sinking over here? Are we sinking over here or there? What's going on now is what I'm trying to ask. But nonetheless, man, I enjoyed the whole documentary. It was half an hour long. Fella goes into this remote town. Like I said, it's occupied by 30 people at all times. And these people are the people that are really neat people. And why did he go off there? To try to take the road less traveled. One of the points that he's mentioned, and I kind of felt that resonated with me, and that's something that I've always looked to kind of achieve in my life. When you go through the road less traveled, you meet some interesting people, you meet different people, and all people are different, of course, but the road less traveled, what he said really triggered another thought in my mind, and it's that you learn stuff about yourself and the world, because it's when you're in any bubble, whether you're in a city, metropolis, whether you're in a group, whether you're in a whatever it is, it's whenever you go out of your way to step into something that is unknown or something that is not the norm, not the same old routine. You get to meet different people and chat with different people, and that's when you do a ton of learning, because that's when you have just a glimpse into different lifestyles and different mentalities, and that's, I think, really valuable. So that's what it is, man. I got excited. I watched an entire half-hour show. It's not for everybody, but the show's for everybody, but that type of lifestyle, it's not for everyone. Whoever's into it, whoever enjoys it, I wouldn't say I could commit to that kind of thing. Maybe later down the line, way down the line, for retirement purposes and what have you, if you want to just like get away from it all, you can still, that's the beauty of things. Today you can get away but also be connected, because everybody here, it broke down a few misconceptions, because a lot of people think that if somebody was to, get up and like leave to a remote town or what have you, they're going to be completely isolated. Nonetheless, that was kind of one of the highlights, that these people, despite the fact that they're isolated, quote unquote, or air quotes, from society, these people really have a neat little bond with each other, really respect each other's space, but are at the same time there for each other, like close-knit neighbors. Somebody goes out there every once in a while. Grocery stores are far out. You got to drive 60 miles, 200 miles sometimes. So somebody's, assigned to going and getting, I guess, food, bringing it back for everybody else, and they got a whole system. Same with like water, same with this, that, and the other. But those are the connections that are within the village or town, if you want to call it. And there's also the internet. Luckily with satellites and everything, these days you could be in the middle of almost anywhere, and if you want, you could have access to the internet. So you're not, what I'm trying to say is that if you choose to, go completely, I guess, off-grid, you can, but off-grid has also varying levels to it. These folks, despite the fact that, again, they're kind of separated from society, far off away from society and the hustle and bustle of the city, they still have somewhat normal lives. But it is interesting to get a look in perspective into why people choose certain pathways. Again, not that it's for everybody, the lifestyle, it's just great to see it. And it reminded me of my own, again, the phrase that I was thinking about, the road less traveled. Get it in there. Something about the path less traveled, man. It always excites me. It has always excited me since I was a young, wee little fella, about 2 inches tall. And I don't think I'll ever, we've all got certain personality traits, and I don't think that's ever gonna, and it only accumulates and it only adds, because like it's curiosity, and it leads to more curiosity because you find out neat little things, and it's like uncovering tiny little treasures. And then you're like, cool, man, there's probably more of this around. Let's go digging around for treasures. Feel me, fam? So that's what that is, man. Got to notice that little, again, synchronicity. Got to kind of see other people in a different way, talk about it. Again, the phrase, the road less traveled. And that's what I plan on doing. That's what I've been doing, I think. And it's not like a new road. It's not like nobody's ever. It's just less traveled. That's what it is. But I like it. Super excited. Great news. I want to share it with everybody. I finally got a spot. I'm going to be doing 5 minutes on the 12th, which is not this Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after. Fuck yeah, dude. 5 minutes. I'm excited. I'm going to go there. I'm going to have 5 minutes prepared. Just 5 minutes of boom, boom, boom. Jokes all around, and I have no idea how it's gonna go down. I'm going in there. I thought it's actually gonna go down this Tuesday, so I was the entire weekend I was just kind of like mentally preparing myself. But hey, we've got a little bit more time, which is actually great. I love more time. I love taking it slow, but at the same rate, I am in different aspects looking to take it up a notch or two if we can. So that's a great piece of news that came my way. I'm excited. I don't know how it's gonna go, but again, I'm gonna give it my best. I'm gonna go there, put it all on the stage, and whatever happens, happens, and it'll just it's yeah. I'm super excited about that. Really stoked, and yeah, I'm. It's that's the thing again. These little teeny tiny steps, and it's we've been again. Whoever's been with me for the year and a half that we've been together, you all know what your boy's been up to. I've just been kind of, I guess, maybe shadow boxing here, a little bit here, a little bit on the streets, a little bit everywhere as much as I can. But now's that time to come and take it up to that other level. Again, we're at the, it's, I really do believe this again, going back to that phrase, road less traveled. Everybody's climbing their own, not my phrase, I've heard this somewhere, but everybody's climbing their own little mountains, right? And I'm excited to be climbing mine one step at a time. One other thing that I'd like to see happen for myself, I'm planning on, again, taking, writing down ideas, taking the steps, taking the actions, hopefully getting more spots. I'm looking around the city. That's because that's the thing. Practice makes perfect. Your boy's never going to be perfect, but I'm aiming to become better. Practice makes better. Can we say that? Can we agree on practice makes better? I think so. So I hope to find a few more spots if I can lock it in so that I'd have access to, 3 spots a week. That'd be ideal for me. 3 spots a week. Maybe it could be in the same place. Maybe it could be in different places. Doesn't matter. As long as I get 3 spots, I think that's a healthy amount that I could, work into my routine with my overall life and everything and fit that in there and start doing that. So I'm excited. The first one's coming up next week. Oh, it's bubbling in there, man. It is bubbling in there, ladies, fellas. I can't stop thinking about it. To be honest, I couldn't stop thinking about it since last Tuesday when I went and checked out the comedy show that I went to, and it just, because the fire's been lit, dude. It's been litty for some time, but it was just a little bit of that, somebody just took a, just it's good old gasoline hose and just sprayed it all over that fire, and it just reignited even more, and it's gonna burn. It's burning now. That's where we're at, baby, on the road less traveled. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Ladies, I hope you're all doing well wherever you are, whatever part of your journey you're on. I hope and I wish you all the best. Go get it out there, whatever you're doing. It's all exciting. Whatever you're doing, maybe you just maybe you moved into a new place. Maybe you've started a new business. Maybe you're taking some courses. Maybe you dropped a couple of courses. Whatever you're doing, man. I just, we got this together. We got this together. We're like, always said it from the get-go. This year is like a gang, but it's a gang that's literally the most all-inclusive. It doesn't get more all-inclusive than this because there are no flags, there are no banners, there are no slogans. It's just us. It's everybody together. There's no us and them. It's just us. There's no them. It's just us. No, and them. It's us and them. It's us and them. Yes, we are one. Is what I'm trying to say. Man, ladies and gents, what else have I been up to, man? I watched a couple of good movies out there. Not gonna lie to you, fam. A couple of movies. Just put it into the old schedule and watched a couple of movies. One of the movies that I watched, finally, it's been out for some time. I was busy and I finally got to it. I've been meaning to check it out. Watched the Batman. The new Batman was dope. I liked it. Here's the thing. I liked it, but if I'm being a buck with the fam, with the gang, as always, my favorite has got to be The Dark Knight. That's still my favorite Batman. Just overall. Not to take anything away from the new Batman. New Batman is good. New Batman's great. But your boy's favorite happens to be the one with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. The Dark Knight was pretty dope. So that for me is the bar in Batman. And one character really stood out, and I should definitely mention it because she did a fantastic job. Zoe Kravitz, Cat Lady, Catwoman, cat female. female cat. Really, really good. I enjoyed her performance. Because this is the thing, you're watching it's a superhero movie, right? And they're all great actors. But she really, I've not seen any of her other work. I don't know. There's too many people to, But what I saw in the Batman from Zoe Kravitz, really, really job well done. That's what I'd like to say. And because there was a moment, yeah, again, you're wearing the costumes. You're a cat. You're a superhero. But there are those moments where like, oh, masks are like half off. It's like you see the human interactions, and I was really sold on the human interactions between her and Batman, Robert Pattinson, if I'm not mistaken. That's correct last name, right? Yeah, good with the names. Go with the solid with the names. I'm terrible with names, you guys, gals. I should put this out there. If I ever, mispronounce someone's name or say someone's name wrong, I genuinely sometimes try my best, but name some until I like meet somebody, and like we shake the hands, we do the old hand, like it's, and even then I gotta repeat names to us anyway. But point is, fantastic. I enjoyed it. Really like Catwoman. There was an interaction between like her and Batman where feelings and emotions were exchanged. It was just like there was this tension, but it was just a way, in a good way. It was a good tension. If I could, I got sold on the human aspect, because like yes, there's the superhero, but the human interaction, I don't know if this makes any sense. I got sold on it. I liked it. I think she's a good actress. And shout out to everybody else. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. What else? I rewatched Death on the Nile because the first time I tried to watch it, the quality wasn't that great. So, that's what that was. Second time around, way better quality. And I really like that as well. Murder mystery. Boy likes murder mysteries, dude. So that was a fun little movie. What else? I watched those movies, did a little bit of writing, did a little bit of thinking, did a little bit of dancing around. You guys do that? You gals do that out there? Dance around in your living room, in your bedroom sometimes, or the kitchen. In the kitchen sink, you feel me, in the bathroom, and do you ever go just, oh, I want to dance in the toilet? You just, isn't that fun? It's good to just lose your inhibitions sometime and just like let loose. Been doing that, getting all sorts of energies out there, man. Feeling good, ladies and gents, feeling good. What else is on the agenda? Not that there ever is. One thing, again, this happened for a second consecutive year now. I've noticed this. There was a tiny little, well, wasn't tiny to begin with, but every winter, there's a large snowbank that gets accumulated behind you guys and gals out there. You can't see, it's in the street. There's a one-way street behind my building. And when the snowplows come, they come and shovel and plow all the snow into a snowbank, and it gets piled up. We have a ton of snowbanks. If you're in Toronto, anywhere in Canada, winter times, you get snowbanks. Feel me? That's what it is. But as soon as the weather starts to, go up in temperature, it starts to melt away, and then there's always little remnants of it remaining for just extra. The snow's being extra. And sometimes people just leave it be, it just melts gradually and it's gone away. But I look from above and pretty much all I see is now, the grass is starting to come out little by little. All the snow is melted again, except the teeny tiny bits that's remaining in the snowbanks. But somebody made my day. And I came out into the balcony at one point and noticed somebody must have taken either a shovel or a bat or something, man. Just went to town on that snowbank, the little teeny tiny remnants, and just hammered it down into tiny little chunks, and it's all now disappeared. Exception of maybe like a couple of chunks here. And it's no longer, what I'm trying to say is that it's no longer a snowbank. It's more like a snow satchel at this point. Man, we really went all the way around to get that one. Jeez Louise. Trying out here, but also you got to fill in the gaps. How do you put in the, you can't tell the story without, it had a beginning, middle, and an end. We're getting there. We're getting there. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling great. How's everybody doing out there? Who got pregnant, by the way? Who got pregnant on April Fool's Day, man? If you got pregnant, again, you're an anomaly because, as mentioned previously, no need to worry about safety and protection on April Fool's Day. So if you got pregnant, sums up with you, dog. Sums up with you, ladies. But nonetheless, man, take it. It's a gift. It's a gift of life. Unless you're not really prepared for it, then by all means, dude. Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, all of it. Put it all to work. We got the tech. You got this. Oh, man. What else has been going on, man? The World Cup draw has been made. The hand's been shuffled. The cards have been dealt. The groups have been formed. The teams have been called forth. Bring your shin pads. Bring your knee-high socks. Bring your cleats. Bring your shorts. Bring your t-shirts. Bring your jerseys. I'm excited. The World Cup is always exciting. It's happening in November, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm excited about that. We'll get to we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I'm rooting for Canada as per usual. Team Canada, let's go, baby. First time, what is it, since 86? Mid-80s? Late 80s? That's what it is, baby. Second time. Honestly, I got a lot of hope for us. I got a lot of hope, but we got a lot of work. But I've got a lot of hope for us because a lot of young talent out there. A lot of new blood and energy. And I know. You have professionals who've been, some of the greats, who've been doing it for more than a decade, some. And I've been killing it, but with everything, everything is dependent on that father time, man. That's what it is. So you see, even the greatest of the greats, as great as they are, this is perhaps, you feel that it's a new energy coming into soccer. It's a new energy coming into the world. I feel like that's what it is, not just soccer, but we see that, and that's generationally speaking with everyone and everything. You see it just, the torches are being passed down, I feel like, little by little. But we need everybody. Everyone needs to work together, and we got this. I'm happy about it. We'll see what happens, man. Canada, if we play our cards right, we keep it, it's... Here's what it is. I actually think the odds are probably not in our favor to go and, win the World Cup. But I say fuck the odds, because realistically, let's not be real. What's up with real? I'm not, let's be a little bit wild. Boys, men, women, staff, whoever's on the team. I honestly think we could, if we put our mind to it, we could blow it out of the park. We could just surprise everybody. It doesn't have to be. That's the thing, because there's only a set number of games, and you take it one game at a time. We're already there. We're already in the, and I hope nobody else hears this, because this is just, between us, Team Canada. Everybody else can, hey, man, eyes on your own paper. Feel me? But, again, no pressure. Gonna go in there, take it one game at a time, and we'll see. Here's the thing, do I think, if I were to go on the odds, I'm the type that says, you know what, we can do it. I'm the type that says, fuck the odds. I'm the type that says, we're gonna jump through the hurdles. We're gonna, you know, ride our pony all the way to the end of the touchdown area. And we're gonna hit all the bases. Right? I'm that dude. So I believe in us. I think we're definitely gonna surprise people. Just gonna say that. Just gonna say that. But no pressure. Keep up the good work, team. That's what it is. Let's get into the episode. Let's get into the show, baby. Let's everybody get loose. Let's everybody get loose. I gotta get loose, baby. Gotta get out there and go for more walks as the weather is permitting now. It's getting nicer today. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna go out for a walk at some point. That's what it is. See some faces, meet some new people, see what everybody's up to. And little by little, we are taking those steps, believe it or not. We are taking those steps. I'm super excited. Not gonna hold back, man. That's what I've been telling myself. Again, if you're going down that road that's less traveled, it's the beauty of it is that it's all on you, because sure, it's less traveled. Doesn't mean nobody's gone through it, but it's, again, less traveled. Not that many traces left. There's no clear roadmap. It's exciting. And that's where I find myself. I like to be excited and challenged and have to. Part of me likes just being in a, because you can't, that's the thing. I realize I realize this for some, my strength is not my, I know you might look at me and be like, man, this guy must be like a, Mr. Olympia or something with this bod, right? But that, don't let the muscles fool you, because my strength is not within my physicality. It is more it's my heart, dude. I got heart, bro, ladies, and it's a little bit of the slow noggin up here. The combination of these two, oh man, just to, because it's like they work well together, is what I'm trying to say. It's a great combo. Your boy likes to take his time, but at the end of the day, I've realized, we've all got these different strengths, and I'm just, trying to get more and more comfortable within my own skin, and this all takes time. That's what it is, man. Humanity, being what it means to be a human, takes time. I think you'll only really get a nice glimpse of what it means and like what all of it is and what it's meant, and it just takes time. It's like fine wine. It's like dirty, the cheese, the dirtier, the smellier, the more mildew, and if it's rotten, it's good. A little bit of fungi, it's good cheese. And that's what it is, baby. So I'm just trying to get more fungi on me, and start, get a couple of, I'll start, mildew all over this guy right here. I'm all about the mildew, just trying to settle into myself little by. It's going to take time. I'm not in a rush. We're not in a rush. Things are, you take a certain number of steps, and then certain areas you got to let things just, you got to see what the road has to offer. You got to see where the road leads you, not be, and that's what it is. I'm not going in there with any set expectations. Only from my side, I know that I'm going to just be giving it all I've got. That's what it is. But in terms of the results, I'm not too worried. I'm not preoccupied with that. I'm not too worried about, it's literally, I'm looking at it one step at a time, and hella excited. But it's got to be, what it is. It's kind of like, you got to contain that excitement as well, because you don't want to, that's what I'm trying to learn to do as well. It's really neat. Whatever you guys are doing out there, ladies, I feel like everybody kind of relates to this. Like, maybe you're conducting a deal, maybe you're teaching a lesson, maybe you're performing something yourself. It's accumulation of energy, and then concentrated, and then little bursts, and then you gotta just wrap everything up and carry on. And that's what I'm trying to do, you know, just make it more of a norm for me. And luckily, again, the good thing about the Pandy, this was a great, I'm really happy about it because it gave me, you know, a chance to do that shadow boxing. Sure, did we lose some lives out there? Absolutely. Did we break a couple of eggs? Hell yeah, we did. Did we, you know, that's what it is, man. That's why I'm just, you know, it's, I don't know where I was going with that. You know, pour a little something, something out for the fallen ones. But the rest of us, we've got to keep on marching. That's what life is, baby. So if you're out there, if you're marching, we've been marching. March's finished. We're in April now, and this band is rocking and rolling. We're just, you know, marching to the beat of our own drum. That's what it is. That's what the road less traveled is. You know, trying to, you know, what is that? I don't even hear anything. Well, you got to create the beat now. You got to create the beat. You got to put a spin on it. You got to, you know, just come in there with a little bit of bass. Do something. It's exciting times. I've never, you know, this is such a, I'm super happy, and mentally I'm in a really good place. And and we all go through and this is, you know, again, it's all just practice, and we all go through the ups and downs, and that's what makes life beautiful. I don't know, man. Feeling a lot of feelings. Just want to share with everybody. Just want to put it out there. Whatever you're all into, I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you all fucking kill it out there. I knew you're all gonna kill it out there. Bunch of killers out there. That's what it is. We're a bunch of, you know, kind of happy that it didn't happen for me to go up this particular Tuesday. Not gonna lie with you guys, you know, it's got a little bit of it's the remnants of winter. Wearing the hats, wearing the masks and everything. Your boy this is the year that I've never had any like pimple issues or whatever, but I've managed to get the same pimple around the same area on my forehead, and it's because of the whole, again, the masking and the hats thing. And it's not even a big deal or anything. It was just one of those things where I'm like, I thought in my head over the weekend, I thought I might be going up this Tuesday, and it was the biggest thing that just popped on my forehead. I don't know, just squeezing out the juice, trying to, you know, nip it in the bud. That's the thing, you can't leave it. You leave it up there, you look like Rudolph the red forehead reindeer, right? You can't leave it up there, and then you squeeze it. Oh man, well, it's gonna take 2 to 3 days just for it to, you know, heal and peel off. So working on that. That's been great. I'm actually really happy about it. You know, not a big deal. If anything, I won't even, you know, that's the thing. Luckily, like, I've seen the place, the stage is a little bit raised, not even a big deal, dude. No one's even gonna notice. Unless I highlight it, unless I make them notice, you feel me? Just, you know, flip the hair to the side or to the back and just, you know, draw with a little marker with an arrow, just point to it. Address the elephant in the room, man. That's what it's all about. You know? If anything, it would have been nice. It would have been kind of like, I'm opening for this guy. Point to the old pimp up there. You know? Wherever I go, I bring my opener. That's what I'll say. Or I'm the opener. I don't know what the relationship is, but it's a good, solid relationship. We're working on it. He's going away tomorrow, I feel. But over the weekend, one more thing that I'd like to, you know, I've noticed, you know, it's, again, containing the energy that you get. It's a little bit of, it used to be back when I was a little bit, you know, younger, it used to be like, oh, am I getting, what are these, you know, is it anxiety? But it's not, it's excitement. It's adrenaline, baby. That's what it is. It's just, I've now come to, over the past little while, realize this and try to just channel it, use that energy, you know? So that's where I'm at in life, baby. Feeling good, feeling fresh, feeling like we're on top of the world, you and I. Lots of exciting things happening, man. It is. What else is going on? I've been watching, different things. I've been watching. You know me, dude. I get excited about random weird shit. And last week, again, thinking about those different thoughts, I briefly mentioned how I wish to one day see flying dogs. And I'm on the YouTubes doing a little bit of that research. I'm like, man, are there flying dogs? And came up across these videos. There's a group of people who go out there and take their deceased pets, take their furry loved ones who, pass on to other realms, and they taxidermy these bad boys and bad gals. And this, there was a flying dog, there was a bunch of other animals, basically all sorts of animals, little ones, big ones. People get them taxidermied, and there's this guy who specialized in equipping these taxidermied bad boys and bad gals with a drone, and you could basically make a drone out of your dead taxidermied pet, which is right up my alley, dude. That is, it made me laugh, and it's wonderful. People go to this guy and he does it. Take your pet, get a taxidermy, and he'll plant it on a nice little drone for you, and then you go out there and fly your dead cat or your dead dog. It's hilarious. It makes families come and have a ball. It's a thing, and I like crazy weird shit, and it's one of those, so many wonderful things on the internet, man. So many great people out in the world doing wonderful, sometimes, just because we're in that age. We're in that age of this is what I'm talking about. What I mean, it's exciting times. We have so much access to resources, and to be able to do that, that was literally my dream. But somebody's already been dreaming that. That dream's been dreamt. Flying dogs, flying animals, taxidermied animals. Next step is taxidermy humans flying, dude. Ladies, I'm not going away when I go away, dude. When the time is, when the time comes, whenever it shall, putting it out there, all right? I've already mentioned this. Either put me in some sort of a solution where I can just, put some lasers in that bad boy. I'll do that. I'll pre-record a couple of lines that you can walk by and just press a button, or it's motion censored. I don't want you to have to go out of your way. You walk by, say something, everybody jumps, like a lava lamp, but with me in it, or a little, lava lamp. Or that's the thing. Next, if we're not going down that path, dude, now that I've seen this, the tech is out there, I would for sure love to be taxidermied and plant me on some sort of a mechanical device that's it's a drone, just spread however you want to do it. But that's what I want to do. I want to be flying, and I want to be, I want to be a service for a little bit longer, because that's the thing. You get, nothing makes life more enjoyable than just seeing things that are outside the quote unquote, what are the norms? You know what I mean? Norms are good, but sometimes it's just let's see a little bit of something extra. I'd like to be when the time comes, dude, okay, I want to be up in the sky. Just use me as because by this time I should probably say this too. I'm ready for the aliens, dude. Bring it on. We've had plenty of talk beforehand. We've seen different videos. Who knows what, but that's the thing. Things keep on happening, and you see, even after the Pandy was nuts, so Russia was nuts, so the news is nuts, so everything you see is not, you see people just spazzing out on TV. Things just, I'm ready. I think we're little by little getting peppered in for something, because that's the thing. You talk to people that are man, I can't be surprised anymore. I can't, and I do find myself in that little situation as well. You're man, is there anything you can see or hear and be oh man, as you keep seeing it, and we keep upping the ante Everybody's getting a little bit desynthesized to things, but I'm ready. If we're I don't need no more pepper in, dude. If you've got them, bring them, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, man. If at that time, if it's later, like if it's getting, released later, and that time comes, then it's like, I don't know, whenever the time comes. Taxidermy. If you need, what I'm trying to say is that if you need like a scarecrow, dude, to just for a little while, I will put me up on there, dude. Just I'll go up there. You do the, make sure I don't like fly into. Actually, I probably won't even feel things. Fly me into whatever you like. It doesn't matter. But don't fly me into things. Bring me down, nice and easy. That'd be dope. But what I'm trying to say is that it feels like it's like, man, the bar has been. Yeah, I'm ready. If that's the thing, like I'm ready. I think the fam is ready. The gang is ready. The syndicate, the worldwide syndicate is ready. Let's go. Let's go with the aliens. Let's bring them out. I don't care what they look like. You don't care what they look like. There are bigger questions to be asked. Are we gonna be fighting or are we gonna be loving? Because either way, it's gonna be a little bit. There's gonna be a transition area, and it's not gonna be comfortable for anybody. All right. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, and everybody's coming together. We're making progress globally as a species, but right now you go ahead and toss in another species in there, and it's just gonna be that extra wrench in the middle of the gears. But I feel like, I feel like as a group, we're ready to deal with it. Oh man. Is that what it is, dude? Are they peppering in a little bit, like, is that what it is, dude? Are we like, is it a little bit of like peppering in from like, let's go a little bit sideways right now. Let's go a little bit sideways just for the fuck of the game. Little by little, peppering in like, few telling the masses what to do. Let's phrase it that way, and is it little by little, we have to do this thing, whatever the thing is, or we have to make an exception because whatever the thing is. And it's like little by little, and every time the thing happens, you're like, man, that normally wouldn't flow, that normally wouldn't go, but you're like, oh man, we gotta make an exception because of X, Y, or whatever, So I think we've reached I'm ready. What is it gonna be? That's the thing. I don't think they're gonna just like, if they're coming, if they're here, there are questions to be asked. Are we at war with them or are we at peace? Are we gonna unite as a species to have to like fend off these bad boys and bad gals? Bro, do I gotta go? Fucking bring it, bro. Do we go that way or do I go, oh, shit. Dating apps just got a hell of a lot more exciting up in this bitch. Whole ton of new variety. New species, things to consider. Do I want babies with potential fins or webbed feet or, no nostrils, some gills here and there? What are we dealing with? Are we compatible? Is it just is it a distant version of us? Cousins removed, with a tail or something? Or what, because I'm curious. What happened to what happened to that, dude? I'm ready to go. That's the thing. It's literally, there are only a few more things that are on the list that you can't, be like, oh man, I didn't see this coming. And I don't want to say certain things just because when I feel like I should, I will. But for the time being, you know what it is. You know what it is, dude. Ladies, certain things you don't want to just, you don't even want to put it out there. Because it'd be stupid. It'd be dumb. It'd be a detriment. But nonetheless, if it's gonna be the summer of love with a pinch of the old alien species, mix it up in there, fuck it up. Let's throw a couple of concerts, bring them in, just put them in halftime shows, put them in commercials. We gotta normalize things little by little. And if they're not around, then don't worry about it. This conversation never happened. we're all good. I'm moving on if you're moving on. If we're moving on, let's move on. If that's the thing, if you're ready, I'm ready. Whatever, I want to go with your pace. I don't want to, I don't want no surprises. I don't want no mysteries. Then again, I love a good old mystery and a surprise. So you know what? Fuck it up. Throw it in there. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We tell silly stories, related stories, non-related stories, personal stories, societal stories, stories of all kinds. Short stories, big stories. Sorry about that, gang. Just ran into a little bit of that technical difficulty with the old battery situation. No worries, but we were wrapping up the show. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, again. Love you all. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find these videos on YouTube, on Instagram, on Patreon. Have a great start to your week. Have a great start to the month. It's April, baby. We're going to go get it out there. Peace.